or
Yeah,
or advisor or what?
yeah, I'm applying for an indigenous relations coordinator position with a construction
Oh,
company. So they deal
okay.
with what is it? Road work, underground utilities, and
Yeah.
different types of contracting. Right now, they have partnerships doing some parts of Highway One, and then also
Oh,
the new SkyTrain that's they're building out here in Vancouver, right? So
oh,
they're starting to expand, and I think what they're doing is they're really respecting the idea of consultation towards Indigenous people, right? So
right. Yeah.
they want somebody that can be able to set up meetings, somebody that can be able to be like the person that creates the relationship for them for the company, right?
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
So
that that's in BC, eh?
yeah, it's in BC. Yeah.
Are you familiar with the cultural practices of those BC bands out there?
Yeah, like it's like how they conduct business and stuff like that for sure. Like how they're very they're very
Yeah.
professional, you know. And then
Yeah.
I guess the way that I've seen how they've operated was through mentorship when I was working on a board. So I worked
Yeah.
on a couple boards, and then a couple of the people that have been in positions of like the president and different things have gone on to be uh, MLAs and different types of chiefs and stuff like that, right?
Oh, yeah. Right.
So I
Do
seen
they use
how
what's their protocols there? Do they use tobacco and stuff like that there? Or
they well not really. They don't use tobacco, but then they do they like to meet and eat, right? So
oh, yeah. Okay.
they like to meet and they like to discuss things over dinner and lunch and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay.
breaking bread for sure.
Yeah.
Being able to maybe
Yeah.
take them out and go do something with them, like do like play golf and go play golf and talk over
Yeah.
some business while you're playing golf. You know, to
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
create a branch of
Yeah.
just like you get to know somebody when you're playing with them, right? You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
hanging
Well,
out.
that's good stuff that you can tell them, like what you're just saying there.
Yeah,
That's important because, like, what those companies are probably going to want to know: are you familiar with the ways of the practices or the ways that these First Nations in that area like to engage? Eh, like here in Manitoba, it's like tobacco offerings. Go to the community, meet with them there. Talk. Don't cut to the business right away. Talk to them and get to know them first. You know, build trust,
yeah, build trust.
mutual trust, mutual understanding, mutual respect,
So,
right? And
so
find out. Yeah.
yeah, because I guess it's like it's trust based. It's not transactional, right?
No. Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
a transaction and then you're welcomed in just through some simple transaction, right? So
Yeah. Yeah. You want to build some trust with them, build a relationship with them,
yeah,
like a respectful way, like
yeah,
and use making that company understand that there's UNDRIP that has to be followed. There's the TRC calls to action for businesses.
yeah. Is
All
there
those
any
things. Yeah.
so is there any like with the TRC like the calls to action there?
Uh-huh.
Like is there any uh calls to action that I should maybe pay attention to or mention when if they ask anything about that?
Yeah. There's ones there specifically for business,
Okay.
but there's also maybe some on about hiring and training.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and make them understand, like when they want to hire people too. There's unique kind of challenges, but also unique opportunities, right? Because sometimes when people work on reserve, for instance, they're tax exempt, but also people sometimes have challenges because um, they've never worked in a corporate environment before, so there has to be some like possibly some cultural awareness with their field staff, with their managers, supervisors, like that, so that they can have better retention, hiring and retention of people in the indigenous community, eh?
Yeah, definitely. And then like, yeah,
Yeah,
how does it like because and then I know the practice between people on reserve and off reserve also comes into play with a lot of
yeah,
the discussion, right? Because
yeah,
the way that our people are supported on reserve compared to the systems that our people have to rely on when they're living in urban centers, right? So like, how does that like? I would imagine that comes into play. Like, how are we gonna like? Yeah, how would we help them to help their people advance, right? Not just, you know, us advance, right? But not
yeah,
just
yeah.
the
And
company
you
advance.
like you'd be a resource like when you're in your role, not just for indigenous people, but also for their company.
Yeah, of being able
Yeah,
to strengthen and educate,
yeah,
maybe help to
yeah, and
educate.
help. Yeah, help them build good relations. Help them to retain good employees. How to reach out to communities to begin a discussion about business opportunities.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah. So but you'll also you can also be a bridge between both those cultures, eh?
yeah, for
Because
sure.
you can say that you've lived most of your life off the reserve, but you're very familiar with the unique challenges and opportunities of indigenous people, both on and off reserve.
Yeah, for sure. The
Yeah.
dealing,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Because yeah, there's a lot of yeah. I can see, I can see what you're
Yeah.
saying about that. But I just like
Yeah.
even just having the right type of vernacular to be able to express that too, right? Without
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
feel like kind of really nervous in the midst of it, right? Like trying to
Yeah.
explain it, but like I guess even I'm reading a book right now called Indigenous Relations by this
Yeah.
guy named Bob Joseph, right? So
Yeah. Yeah. I know. Yeah.
yeah, so I'm just and then he does corporate training and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
there's an opportunity to do some corporate training with him too, right? And
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Cultural awareness training, right?
yeah, yeah, he does
Yeah.
cultural awareness
Yeah.
training, and then he does some indigenous relations training, and then
Yeah.
there was another one component there too. So I was actually
Yeah.
thinking of just uh, talking to my employer at this point, and just saying,
Yeah.
hey, like, look, this would be beneficial to my work and to the work that I'm doing right now. And I was
Yeah.
wondering, like, I want to know if they'll cover it, right, with the
Yeah.
company
Yeah.
I'm with right now, so that I can just get the ball moving, rolling in that direction, just to say, even that I'm enrolled in these programs that's going to help to better my education and be responsible for bettering my understanding of the process and of the role, right?
Yeah.
So that I
And
can
you
be
can yeah, you're
on.
gonna want to know that. You're gonna want to know if you know the lay of the land too, eh?
Yeah,
Like who's who, which communities are around their where they're doing their business.
yeah.
Like and what's their what's the name of the community? What's their a little bit about their culture. Like a little bit about their community, right? Not
Yeah.
nothing. You
So
might
then it would
want to
be
say that.
yeah.
Mhm.
So if it's like
Yeah.
say if it's somebody out in the valley that like support they're like they live near the river and then they do like big house ceremonies and
Yeah.
then you know they're very orientated towards protocol and custom their customs around protocol, right? And then I guess
Yeah.
you know when that comes into play, then I guess that plays a big part of their governance as well too, eh? So whatever their
Yeah.
protocol is around their day to day living in their natural law will translate to the way that their governance is run too.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's um, Rivers is applying for Indigenous relations position. So
He'd
he's
be
just
perfect for
yeah,
that.
he'd be perfect, and he just has you're just a good friendly guy that
Mm-hmm.
you know you know how to relate with your own people. You know how to open a door like for business. You just know how to talk to them and and be friendly with them
And be respectful.
and
Like
be
if you
respectful.
don't know, then you will be the one that will go to the First Nation and ask them what's their protocol
Yeah.
on how to help the company engage.
Yeah.
Right? That's your role.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then also if they're gonna be hiring, then you're gonna become like the the uncle or the dad or whatever and just really support them when they're moving into these positions with the corporate world that they're going to experience it differently. They have policies, you have to follow them. You
Hmm.
know, the most important thing is to show up every day and on time,
Hmm.
because all that other stuff
Yeah.
that can be taught, right?
Hmm.
Those skills can, but the most valuable skill and a good attitude, right? So
Yeah.
those three things, if they could hold that, then a company will keep them and they'll find a way to train them, because they're deemed reliable,
Hmm. For sure.
right? And so that's kind of that's what I did.
Yeah.
And I just helped them find resources to make sure that their struggles that they were facing were lessened.
What's the name of the company?
It's Bell Norland.
Which one?
Bell, BEL, and
Yeah.
Norland Construction Contractors, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Norland.
Okay.
Yeah, they operate out of BC, so they're actually just starting to just like expand. I guess they have 50 years of experience working within British Columbia,
Yeah.
and then I
Yeah.
think they're just trying to be able to engage
Yeah.
Indigenous community
Yeah.
more and
Yeah, well,
be more
yeah.
proactive around that approach, right? Because of
Yeah.
just
Well.
how our process of consultation uh,
Yeah.
towards Indigenous people, that
Yeah.
responsibility to consultate, right?
Now there's a duty to consult, eh?
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
only not only to consult, but to accommodate.
yeah,
So those accommodations could be like jobs, training, business contracts, business partnerships. Different maybe contributions to the school or daycare, like those type of finding out what the community needs are too is important.
yeah, for
Right?
sure.
Yeah. So
Like
we're
even
like we're engaged right now with a bunch of companies in our territory,
yeah,
and they some of them have indigenous advisors, but once the like for us anyways, like because I'm so business knowledgeable, I know how to talk business. Once the relations person connects us, then we have a good discussion with them, but then the relations guy kind of backs off a bit.
yeah,
But there's some times where you just have to help them engage, right?
yeah,
Help
yeah,
them
for sure.
connect with one another. Yeah,
Yeah,
like we
because
had difficulties with a Chinese mine. They were hard to deal with those guys.
really, eh?
Yeah, we're still dealing with them.
And then
You
just
know,
trying to find that resolution within that
yeah,
conflict, I guess, right? You
yeah.
know?
You're gonna want to know if they're gonna want to know what you know about business, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
gonna
what?
be important. Like, have you ever worked for a business before?
Uh, I'm just thinking. Well, I've worked for construction companies. Yeah.
Like, as a laborer?
Yeah, well, no, as a subcontractor, contractor, right? Like
Yeah,
I did
yeah,
subcontracting for a company called Inline Steel,
yeah.
and so I did that for about 8 years,
Oh yeah.
like from when I was about 22 till about almost 30, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so you can use that you've had some success with your own personal life with engaging with business.
Yeah, for sure. And then I worked
Yeah.
with a couple cleaning companies too that were like when I was between work, and then even a
Oh yeah.
couple of moving companies, and just like how to engage with
Yeah.
customers, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
how to engage with customers, how to listen carefully, listen to the
Yeah.
concerns of the
Yeah.
client and what they want, and how
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
line them up with the services that they need, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what you're gonna be doing as an indigenous relations guy
Yeah.
person.
And then not also too, like if say if there's any type of grievance, right, to be able to
Yeah,
listen to the concern, and then to
yeah,
be able to listen to their concerns, and to be able to make the adjustment, and then also to document what was done in that process, so that we
yeah.
don't ever make that same mistake again with any other client, right? So
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got it pretty good there.
Yeah.
And then use some examples like it's these like those examples you used about engaging people. Like use a lot of practical examples
Yeah.
in your interview, eh? Because they're
Well,
gonna
because
want to know
yeah, I think
like
because
who.
the way that I look at it is that because being in Vancouver, it's such a hub for Indigenous people. There's not
Yeah,
just one type of Indigenous people that live here. There's all
yeah,
types of Indigenous people. There's
yeah,
people from all over the world that claim to be like Maori people. We got we got even people from Japan, different places that claimed their Indigenous background there. But like primarily here, it's a hub for Indigenous people from all over Canada, right? So being
yeah,
able to build working relationships with people in the community to be able to enhance services for the people that I've already been working with and helping to and then
yeah,
I've also done some governance stuff too around board work, right? So
yeah,
being able to work with different levels of government and then being able to and then work with our team, which is compromised of comprised of a whole different background of Indigenous people from Nishka, Haida, Coast
yeah.
Salish, all the way Cree, Soto, Blackfoot, everything, right? And
Yeah, those
making
are that's good. That's good stuff to say when you're interview.
Yeah, and then being able to form long-lasting relationships with people that I can still call on and I can still talk to, and I can
Yeah,
still be able to, find what I need in order for my clients and my company to be able to
mhm,
because my role as a cultural support worker right now, right? I have to
yeah,
be able
right.
to have all these different connections because of the broad spectrum of Indigenous people that we serve. That we're not just serving people from the prairie. We're serving people from the host nations here.
Yeah,
We're helping them. We're helping people that are Métis. We're helping people that are from up north and stuff like that too. That are in Inuit,
yeah,
Inuk. So they're Inuk people, and then there's people, so there's three different distinct groups that I'm working with right now, and so I
yeah.
have to be able to line each person up with the proper wellness plan and the proper care that they need, right? And I feel that
Very
can
good.
translate as well to being able to take those needs of each nation
Yeah,
and being able to tell the company what the bands need, right?
yeah, yeah, for sure. Dress up a little bit too, eh, when you go.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking, like, what should I buy? Because I'm all like, I
Yeah,
just
wear a pair of spandex.
little tutu.
Yeah, if you have like a pair of slacks, a nice white shirt.
Yeah,
Or do you have any medallions?
I do have a medallion. Yeah,
Yeah, wear a medallion. Yeah.
wear a
Mhm.
medallion.
Yeah.
Hey, so wear
Yeah.
my medallion. Wear.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't wear a ribbon shirt then, eh?
Uh, yeah, you can if you want.
You
Mhm.
think?
Yeah,
You think?
yeah,
Just wear the
yeah,
ribbon shirt to the interview or something?
yeah. But it's up to you. But I
Well,
usually wear I usually wear like um, white
Business wear,
business wear, eh?
casual, business
Business
casual.
yeah,
casual.
Because
business
you're going
casual.
into that environment.
Yeah,
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 that's what I'm thinking. I just need to be able to like I guess maybe buy a pair of pants, buy some slacks or buy some slacks,
yeah,
buy a couple shirts, buy maybe a,
yeah,
a blazer or something.
yeah, yeah. You can even buy them at secondhand shop. There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
Really, eh?
Yeah, yeah. Then you can get a nice one there. I bet you.
Yeah, so maybe just go check it out over the weekend or something.
Yeah, yeah. Nothing wrong
Okay.
with that.
Okay, so buy
You
and
got to
then
dress for the environment.
Yeah,
yeah, so business casual, something
yeah,
business
yeah,
casual.
Yeah.
And then
Because
yeah,
just remember, you're going to be representing them,
okay.
right? That you're going to be, you're working for them. So
Yeah,
they want to see how you're going to present yourself when you work for them.
first
So
impressions.
go dress business casual.
business
And that's
casual.
actually just, yeah,
Yeah,
a pair
Okay.
of nice, pants and a nice shirt.
yeah,
A medallion is good. Um, and I would leave the ribbon shirt for the community when you go into the community.
Okay, ribbon shirt for the community.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
right?
for like
That
any
you
community
you
engagement or
make
something.
those
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
reports quickly.
yeah.
Because they're gonna wanna see how you present yourself if you're gonna go and represent them at different places, right? Because they might have a dress code. And
Yeah,
ask them, like, how do they prefer, you dressed like this now? Is that the dress code you'd like to them for you to present yourself in, or
yeah,
are they okay with you wearing a ribbon shirt? Like those types of things, and that'll give you kind of a good idea if this is a company for you,
Yeah.
yeah,
Ask
right?
them if they have a probationary period.
yeah,
Do they have, when do you get,
Benefits.
when do you get benefits? At what point? Like what's their holidays like? Is there, an orientation onboarding session?
mm-hmm,
Do they have any content in that onboarding?
yeah,
Right? So when they take you, they bring you, or they just throw you into the company and no onboarding or nothing, you know?
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they're
that,
gonna want you're gonna want to have some questions. Then ask them, what's their vision? Like, what do they see? How do they see their company in the future with indigenous people? Do they want to be business partners with them? Do they want to just hire them, or do they want to do a combination of that? Do they want to be have like a presence on the reserve?
mm-hmm,
Things like that, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
for sure, for
yeah.
sure.
So, have your own car? Do they provide you with a company vehicle?
Make
Yeah,
sure you
Yeah,
read the mission and vision statement.
a vision
yeah,
statement.
Yeah,
yeah.
make sure you read their vision and mission statement on their website.
Okay,
Know how many years they've been in business.
yeah,
They're gonna ask you what you know about them. They wanna know if you've researched them,
yeah, for sure. Okay,
okay?
so
Yeah,
vision and mission statement, and then how many years they've been in business,
Yeah,
and then yeah,
yeah, yeah,
just know a bit about their infrastructure and what they provide for the community.
yeah, yeah. What's their main business? You know.
Yeah, what their main
mm-hmm.
business is for the
Mm,
community,
yeah.
what they provide. Yeah,
Cause you gotta go there, sell yourself, and you gotta say, this is how I can help your company advance,
mm-hmm,
right? And I can make those connections for you in a good and respectful way so that there's long-term relations built,
yeah,
Mutual trust.
mutual trust. Like that's how
Yeah,
you sell yourself.
yeah, long-term
And they
relation.
can be that. I'm viewed as being respectful in the community. I've worked in a cultural support position. I've got lots of networks.
Yeah,
I it's easy for me to find out protocols if you're going into communities.
yeah.
Um, you know, that's how you can sell yourself.
yeah,
Yeah, and then just yeah, because and then even my previous role as program manager, where I was like running a building, having a budget of 1.2 million to run the building,
Yeah,
right? And just
yeah,
being able to know the policies and procedures, and even
yeah.
just
yeah.
like a bit of the what do they call it? What the union stuff? What's the union stuff called again?
I don't know. I don't know a lot about unions.
Just
Yeah,
union
knowing
relations, bro.
yeah, just
Just
knowing
union,
knowing
right?
knowing union rights and stuff like that as well. Because I'm about to take some union training too to become a job steward with my
Don't
current role, right?
don't mention unions if they don't have unions.
Okay, so don't
That's what
mention
you
it.
need. Yeah, and that's what you need to find out. Are they unionized?
Yeah, are they a
Because,
unionized company
yeah,
or not?
because some people don't like unions.
Okay, so then if they okay, so don't
Yeah,
mention the union stuff then, eh?
yeah,
If they're not, if they're not union,
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's where the research on the
Yeah.
company is important.
And shake their hands when you go in. Well, thank them for the interview.
yeah,
Be friendly. Be happy. Just
yeah,
like the way you are. Right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
you'd be really great at that job.
yeah.
yeah,
You're very personable. You're very engaging.
You
I
can
think you
you
can
can
build quick rapport.
you can connect with people right away.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
you're
Def-
caring,
Yeah,
definitely.
you're,
yeah,
yeah,
Thank you,
yeah,
Auntie.
yeah.
yeah, you're
Thank you.
welcome. It's the truth.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
And
well,
just don't be I know it's hard to say don't be nervous, but just be happy and
Just be
be,
myself, right? Like,
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
just
be
be
who I
yourself.
am, right? And
yeah,
then
yeah,
just let that shine through. And then just I was
yeah,
thinking of before I go in there, just like sitting there and saying a prayer to Hilda and to
yeah, yeah,
Earth
yeah,
Elder and Partridge
yeah.
Foot because they were all our traditional leaders, right?
Yeah.
So just
If you take if you feel comfortable taking an eagle feather with you, take an eagle feather,
hmm
right? And then talk like that because sometimes people gain strength from the feather, right?
yeah.
Yeah, call on your spirit guides,
Yeah,
call on the ancestors to
yeah,
give you the words
hmm
and the wisdom, right?
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So where those ball huggers?
The high heels.
Walk in there with a pair of ball huggers and right on. Well, good to see you then. Good luck. Let us know how you do.
Yeah, thank you, Uncle. I will. Thank you, Auntie. I'll let
Okay.
you guys get some rest. I'll thank you so
Okay.
much for talking to me and letting me,
All right.
giving
I
me
think
some
you
information.
I think you got it though.
Yeah,
You know what to say, like just
yeah.
say what you told us there.
Okay.
Share
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
experience.
Share your experience and
Yeah, your lived experience.
your personality and your how you connect with people.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
Okay. Love you guys. Bye.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Good night.